Hi, today I'm promoting Saving Your Family Stories. Today I'm going to read one of my dad's stories. Now, he was a good storyteller, but he wasn't a great writer. So the writing isn't the best because when he told the story, he really got into it. But just saving any kind of story, any family story, one at a time, is the best thing you can do for your history. This story is called Dirty Feet by Charles Paska. Just across from our school was Nick Edema's farm. We kids all worked for Nick during the summer vacation and whenever we had a day off or on Saturdays. Nick was very busy with onions at this time and asked some of us kids if we could help a few hours in the morning before school. I had the job of dumping onions into a big machine that sifted onions. This machine worked back and forth very fast. The dirt came out the bottom of the machine through a screen. It was very dirty work. Well, at about 10 minutes to 9, we washed ourselves in Nick's old horse trough. I washed up pretty good, except my feet, which nobody would see anyway, or so I thought. Guess what it turned out to be? Weigh the Kids Day. We all had to remove our shoes to get weighed. For one thing, I had a big hole in my sock, and another thing was my feet were black as coal. I thought, no way am I going to take off my shoes today. The teacher said, Charles, it's your turn. Take off your shoes. No, ma'am, I can't. Why not? I just can't. You mean you won't? No, ma'am, I can't. Young man, march to Mr. Pritchard's room and tell him that you won't take your shoes off to get weighed. Off I went, shaking with fright. I knocked on the door marked Principal. Come in, I heard a deep voice say. When I went in, I found that Mr. Pritchard had the teacher's story already. Charlie, what's this I hear about you in your shoes, that you refuse to take them off to get on the scale? I explained to Mr. Pritchard what I was doing that morning and the condition of my feet. I told him I didn't want the kids to make fun of me. Well, Mr. Pritchard leaned back in his chair and looked at me for quite a while. Finally, he said, Charlie, I don't blame you for not taking off your shoes. I wouldn't if it was me. I admire a kid who works to help his family in these hard times. Come with me, Charlie. He took me to a room with a scale in it. He says, get on, Charlie. Okay, 145 pounds. I'll take off 2 pounds for your shoes. Here, give this paper to your teacher. Later, the teacher took me aside and said, why didn't you explain? I would have understood. Well, it's not always easy to explain things like that, but that was my dad. He worked hard, he played hard, and he told stories all his life. I hope you save at least one of your stories today. Save it on video, write it down, print it. It doesn't matter. Just save it. Until next time.